Good afternoon, Mr. Bibb.
Good afternoon.
We are here with Michael Bibb. He is one of 8 candidates for 4 seats on the St. Michael's Town Commission. We're asking each candidate a set of 3 questions. The first question is, why are you seeking re-election to the Town Commission?
With my first 4 years as commissioner, it's flown by pretty quick. I feel I was just getting started serving the community. I honestly love the responsibility and the representation of all the St. Michael's people and everybody that lives here in town. We all deserve more frequent and public communication, more transparency in the decisions making, more insightful leadership and improvement teams work to move our team forward to a brighter future. If re-elected to a second term, I will continue to implement the vision for the future.
Okay, thank you. The second question that I sent out was, what makes you the best candidate? And I've reworded that for the videos to be, why should the voters vote for you?
I work very hard as a town commissioner. I spend a great deal of time speaking with residents. I actively listen to what the people have to say. I walk through and I drive through the town routinely, observe the interaction of all the people. I meet with the town staff. We discuss the concerns that arise during their workday. I also support this town through my involvement with ESAM, which I am the president of, which is the Eastern Shore Association of Municipalities, and I am District 2 Vice President of MML. So I spend a lot of time going to other jurisdictions and asking questions. Some of the questions, what's the problems that we're having here, and believe it or not, a lot of the towns have all the same issues and problems. Some are just a little bigger, and some, so it helps me to work with other ones and bring back some information to the town. So it's, I just feel with the years that I have with that, and I'm a good decision to keep going, and I hope that people feel the same way.
All right, thank you. And the third and final question is, in your opinion, what are the major issues facing St. Michael's, and how would you address those issues?
I think one of the big issues is the town hall. Concerning whether we need one is big. After the pandemic has hit, the way people work, the way the economy and everything is maybe we need to relook at it. I don't really think that the location is the right location. I just think we need to take some time and really readdress to see what the town really needs. Or do we just put this off for a while to see how the economy comes back around? The important thing to me right now is to making sure that we can keep these businesses open and take care of what's going on here in the town. The next thing is the budget. We're a town of less than 1,000 people, and we have a $4 million budget. If you look around at some other towns around us that are larger than us, they have, a budget smaller, and some of them that are about the same size budget that we have are much larger and bigger police departments. So, maybe we need to look at some of the issues and exactly where and how the money's going, and so that we can maybe try to cut it down a little bit. We need to look to see how we can bring more people, instead of having, St. Michael's is a 57% second home community. How we can keep some of the people that have second homes here that might want to work. One of them is maybe working with the internet companies so that we can get a better internet feed and higher speed service here that would help some of these people maybe decide to stay. A lot of IT people can work from home, but if they don't have the service to work with, it's kind of hard to do that. Balancing our historical town with tourism. It's a benefit from the tourism industry. It creates successful business and jobs. while providing residents with multiple venues for dining and socializing. So, you know, we've got to learn how we can keep the businesses. And at this point, I think that's the priority.